we're just going to talk about what this channel is going to be all about. Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel, aka Lilyworks. You guys might know me from my YouTube channel, Lilyworks Reseller. I have decided to start this new channel, and I'm not even sure what I'm going to call it. Lilyworks Antique Booth Reseller or something along those lines. But you are here and you're going to join me on this journey. And the first thing that I want to say, you guys, is today is day 2 of the antique booth, and on day 1 I made rent. That is insane. That is what's prompting me to create this channel, and I'm going to talk a little bit while I'm in my car with my Goodwill haul, my Costco groceries, everything. We're just going to talk about what this channel is going to be all about. And if this interests you at all, or you're one of my other subscribers from the Lilyworks Reseller channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and thumbs up this video. I'm hoping that this channel can get monetized quickly, just with having a couple different channels. Yeah, we want to get it to 1,000 as quick as possible. So when I first started researching does antique booth owners make money, right? If you Google that, antique vendors, money, blah, blah, blah. The first several articles are like, just basically say, don't do it. You don't make a lot of money. A lot of people are doing it as a hobby and don't really get paid. There is a lot of negative articles and even like YouTube videos that I have watched surrounding the antique booth community. And so I wanted to make this channel just to be really open and honest about starting an antique booth, how much I make, and then I also sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Etsy. I do mostly jewelry, but I'm like 4 months into doing hard goods, and that's why I decided to start the antique booth. And so I have 2 large spaces put together. I pay $400 in rent. I have a space called in an antique store called Wooden Chair Antiques LLC. It's in the historic downtown Kenosha area in Wisconsin, and it is a brand new store. I am probably like the first, maybe one of the first people to sign up for a booth in that store. The store owner, her name is Maya, and this is her first time running an antique store. So everything is a lot of firsts. So you guys are going to learn a little bit about like that whole antique store world, and hopefully you guys can learn about hard goods with me. I mean, I do sell shoes, belts, accessories, and today I actually sold a hat, a sparkly sequins hat. I see my husband coming out to me. Yeah, he's gonna help unload the car. So yay, I'm so excited. Hold on. Okay, so my husband's gonna keep bringing the groceries in while I talk. So what I sell a lot of in my booth is jewelry. So I have some plans, so I kind of have an idea of already what sells as far as hard goods, collectibles, antiques, and like jewelry pieces and things like that. Like, I know what sells on eBay for the most part. The trick about an antique booth is first making rent. So to me, it's like $400 for rent. It just seems like such a big number, right? If you were to sell on eBay, Poshmark, I'm like running a district platform. We have a platform called Lilyworks Jewels and Lots, where I think right now we're at 160 sellers. resell jewelry. That one's 10%. Most other platforms are 20%. My antique booth is, rent is $400 and then a 5% commission on every sale. So when you think of that, that just seems like a big number, but when you are paying eBay fees, which is around 20% for me, like that 20% can add up quickly. And then there are some like pros to having a brick and mortar store is like your stuff is not in your house. And I guess in a way it could be easier to, list the items, right? So when you're listing on eBay or an online platform, you have a light box set up or some kind of great lighting space. You have that space in your house or work area, and you're cleaning, and then you go ahead and you take the time to list and price things all online, and then you can cross post to different platforms. It doesn't take a bunch of time, but the shipping and everything like that per item can take a bit. Where per item, like say I have this right here, this Mexican little scene, this little 3D scene right here. So say I were to list this online, I would need the time to clean it, to photograph it, take different pictures, and then measurements, right? Because people don't have this in their hand. And then you list it to multiple platforms, and then you put it in your storage, and then when someone buys it, you go ahead and ship it. Make sure you have the right box size, make sure you have packing material, things like that. When you are putting something in your antique booth, you buy it, you take off the sticker, and you put on your own label. You can use Google Lens to help you with some words, come up with a price, and then stick it in the booth, make it look cute. So that time, it's way less. Granted, there are a lot less eyeballs on your piece, but I really see a lot of benefits to having an antique booth versus just doing everything online. So I have been selling hard goods now. And by hard goods, I mean collectibles, glassware, paintings, pottery, different like antiques, brass, things like that. And I've been doing that for about 4 or 5 months now, so I'm fairly new. I really, really love selling jewelry, to be honest. That's like my passion. But I also really just love antiques and antique stores and collectibles as well. So this has been a really fun journey. And I'm going to tell you guys that I made rent the first day. And that is not by accident. That is like completely because I thought out a process ahead of time. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what kind of things I have in my booth. So as a jewelry reseller, I buy lots in bulk, and as a matter of fact, I see 2 packages right there on the front right now that might be jewelry lots. In my other YouTube channel, I will go through these lots and we'll do a yes, like I'm going to for sure sell these on eBay or an online platform. This is something that someone can, with like searchable keywords, can find my piece and want to buy it, and it's worth my time listing it. Some pieces might not be worth listing. They might be only worth like $5 or less. That's not worth my time listing it. So what I've been doing is I've been putting, they're wearable, I've been putting them into little bags, writing my booth number and like starting at $2 to like $5. Like each piece is between $2 and $5, and I probably have like 1,000 pieces in these bins. Those are pieces I'm not putting on eBay. I am lotting some up in our Lilyworks Jewels and Lots seller platform, but I have so much as a jewelry reseller that I thought it'd be really fun for people to dig through. So my game plan is to have pieces that are like those jewelry pieces, things that like are like little things that are easy to have in the booth that like kind of pull at someone's heart. as far as like gift ideas, or it reminds them of somebody else, or cute decor pieces, because I'm kind of good at putting together what looks good together as far as decor goes. So that has been my game plan. Also, one thing that my antique booth lets us have is I can sell what I call replenishables or consumables. And those are things that I can buy wholesale, and they're like gifty items. So I have bourbon maple syrup and Wisconsin coloring books and Wisconsin bee lip balm and magnets that have Wisconsin like sayings and things like that. So things like, if you are just the average antique shopper, the average antique shopper is either a collector or they're just like a person in the shopping mood looking to have a good time. And so if you think of that person that I am trying to sell for, that person likes to grab a coffee first, likes to hang out with their friends, and then they like to spend money on cute, gifty things. So because I have that person in mind, those are the kind of things I'm putting in my booth. So that's kind of like me. I like buying yummy candles. I like buying chocolate. I like buying cute saying magnets or keychains. So I am trying to gear my stuff in my antique booth to the specific buyer that I have in my head. And so far, you guys, it's working. It is so awesome. So you might not be like me. So if I had any advice, this is day 2, any advice going forward, it would be think of your buyer, not just like what you like. Think of what that buyer is going to be like, and try to find pieces that would fit that buyer. So if you want to sell to someone who wants to collect things for their man cave, who is that buyer? Okay, probably is a man, right? For their man cave. They might like that either garage look or that dark man cave look. So maybe you might want to bring in some dark, like peel and stick wallpaper, and then those neon signs or beer memorabilia or vintage pieces or car stuff. Like, I mean, you get the picture, but like, who is coming in? Is it someone who's older? Is it someone who's younger? Maybe they also like to have, magazines to collect. So you just think of your buyer, and then obviously buy for your buyer, and you start gaining a following from that, and people start knowing who you are as a seller from that. And so one thing that I've also learned that I don't think a lot of people take advantage of is, as a antique booth owner, I would highly encourage you to create a Facebook page, not a group, a page where people can follow, and you can easily post updates to your booth. So you can put your booth number. I'm booth number 110. So you say where you're located, you take pictures of your booth. I'm going to have a picture on the screen of what mine looks like right now. Invite people to follow the page. And then you can even create cards to put in your booth. So if someone really likes what you're putting in, like my buyer might really like boho, chinoiserie, Victorian, gifty type stuff, they might be like, oh, I wonder what she's going to put in next week, right? So you might want to put a card in there, say, follow me on Facebook for updates, or follow me on YouTube, right? Here we are. And I know my friend Chris, he has, I think 4 large booths in the antique store right next to my house. And he has, I think, over 500 followers just for that page. He's not an antique store owner, but he's just a booth. And he regularly updates that. And so people who follow him can see all the new pieces. And maybe if they collect Red Wing mid-century pottery or something like that, and then they see, oh, he just put some pieces in there, I need to head over to the antique store. Or, oh, Rachel just said that she put in new a new stock of jewelry in the bins. I want to get there so that I can grab my coffee and sort through the bins. Like, that is a really great way to get people not only to your antique store, but to your specific booth, and to create a following. So I think that's something that a lot of people might not use to their advantage. You might not want to be a YouTuber, you know, but I would highly encourage you to start a page, start sharing your page, create a brand for your antique booth, and I can only see good things coming from there, because that is the trend of how the world is working. A lot of people might complain that, oh, there's so much that online's taking away from brick and mortar, which is true, but you can use that to your advantage. You can create a following, a social following, to bring those buyers to you. So I actually had quite a bit of people who were specifically asking for my booth because social media brought them. They said, where is Lilyworks booth? Where is Rachel's booth? And so they were able to find it. And that is a definite plus. So, I am really excited to see where this journey takes me. I'm planning on having this channel be, shop with me videos, updates on how the booth is going, even like what kind of hard goods are selling on YouTube. And so this is just going to be a complimentary channel to my other channel, so you can definitely be subscribed to both. If those of you who are not interested in antique store stuff, like, you don't have to subscribe to both channels, but yeah, this is kind of helping my brain in a way, because I like to compartmentalize certain things just to try to stay organized. So yeah, if this kind of content interests you at all, and you just are a Lilyworks supporter just in general, which I know so many of you are, and it means so much to me. It is incredible that there are like thousands of people out there who are supporting and encouraging and just like cheerleaders for me. It was just like so incredible. And like, yeah, it's just amazing. There's so many positive people in the reselling community, the jewelry community, the collecting community. So yay, I'm excited you're here. Woo! And if you guys don't know my personality yet by now, I'm kind of a little bit over the top. I like to dress a little bit more I don't know, what's the word, intense, out there, I don't know. I like to make a statement, that's for sure. And then when I like something, you guys know that I like something, and I am not, like, some people on my Lilyworks Reseller channel say, like, your enthusiasm is a little much. Well, you know what? That's just how it is. Like, if we're shopping together and we're in the antique store, I'm very enthusiastic. That's just how I am. And yeah, so if you are not subscribed to this new channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Leave me tons of comments, that helps the channel grow. And yay, I'm excited. And make sure you're out there thrifting so you guys can live generously. We're just gonna keep that tagline for both channels, because that is something that's super important to me. Getting good deals so that you can have a generous heart. Honestly, that is something that's very big in our family, and I feel like I've mentioned it in a couple of videos of why I always say thrift and live generously. And it's because when you buy things that are so cheap, it is so easy for you to just have a generous heart and to give things away and give to people who need it and give to your friends. And that's one thing, is I don't ever want to like have a hoarding heart or a I don't know, stingy or keeping everything to myself. If someone wants it, needs it, it's really great that we live in like this time where we can potentially find things for really cheap and just be like, yeah, of course you can have that. So I'm going to always say, thrift and live generously. That's going to be the same on both channels. So thrift and live generously, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
A huge shout out to all the Patreon members for supporting both YouTube channels and our Lilyworks Facebook community. come on over to our new selling platform called district.net. We have 2 stores. One is called Lilyworks Antiques and Collectibles. The other is Lilyworks Jewels and Lots. Become a member. You can also become a seller. Also, if you're interested in anything you see from this video or reseller merch, go ahead and head over to lilyworksreseller.com where you can find different collections for sale. Also, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!